I just can't understand everybody. Me being a slave my whole fucking life and then dying to wait to go to heaven. That's some bullshit. And then think about like back in those days, back in slavery days, they didn't have old folks' homes. So where did a person go when he was too old to fucking work anymore? You know what they did if they were nice? If they was nice, they would let your ass go in the woods. They would put you in the woods and just let you die right there. Or they probably just shoot you or some shit. I mean, if they was nice, they probably just shoot you. But most of the times, I understand if you were too old to work, too crippled, anything, they just put your ass in the woods somewhere and let a bear come eat your ass, or a mountain lion or some shit like that, or the wolves, or whatever. Just let your ass die right then and there. But you know, like the bullshit, and like most people, you gotta understand, most people are scared. They're scared to be honest. Now you telling me I'ma believe in the same God that Kunta Kinte believed in? And how could Jesus save me when he couldn't save himself? How the fuck can he walk on water, but he can't pull two nails out of his hand when he was hanging on the cross? I mean, and see, and this is the shit that got most black people fucked up. You know, you can't tell a doctor that shit. You can't tell a lawyer that shit. You can't tell a heart surgeon that shit. You know, you can't tell an astronaut some bullshit like that. Most of the people you see in the world are just backwards. They backwards and they scared to think outside the box. That's why they built the train system. The train system is for people to go back and forth to the plantation. That's what the train system is for. And when the trains is not running, the big establishments lose money. That's what the whole purpose is. And everything goes up. Everything goes up because it keeps the poor poor. That's why things go up. Laws were made to keep the poor poor. That's what laws are made. Poor people don't make the laws. Rich people make the laws. And rich people make laws to keep poor people poor until you're able to think outside the box for yourself. But like Mario Puzo said in his book, The Godfather, he said behind every great fortune, there's a crime. You know, you gotta break the law if you want to become rich in America, man. That's what you gotta do. Look, I mean, look, anything that makes money in America is endorsed. You know, did you realize that? Anything that makes money in America is endorsed. Don't ever forget that. But the thing I want to talk about, like, back to religion and all this other shit. You know, I can't just see me believing in the same God that Toby or Kunta Kinte or whoever they was believed in. I'm gonna live my whole life fucked up. I'm gonna live my whole life fucked up, but then I'm gonna die and go to heaven. And see, the thing is, you gotta understand, like, each generation, people always say the world is getting worse. The world ain't getting no fucking worse. The world is not getting any worse. People have always been bad. Humans have always been conniving motherfuckers, boy. Humans will always be backstabbers. That's why you need something to keep motherfuckers in line. You know? That's why you need something like that to keep them in line. Because humans are some of the dirtiest motherfuckers on the planet. You know, and people, if they could get away with it, they would kill you in a minute. They would kill you in a heartbeat. Don't ever forget that. But like I was saying, it's like I'm gonna suffer my whole, and eat, like I was saying, I'm gonna suffer my whole life, and then one day I may go to heaven. Maybe. But there's no guarantee. Now that's some bullshit right there. And then each generation is spoon-fed and indoctrinated with some religion. And you gotta believe, like, slavery lasted 400 years. The average life of a fucking slave was only about, if he worked hard, the only slave lived only be about 60 or 70. No, maybe not even that old. And then, could you imagine how many generations lived within 400 years? You know what I'm saying? And they always looking up in the sky, waiting for somebody to give them something. Fuck that, not me. You gotta go out there and make it for yourself, man. Because ain't nobody gonna give you shit. And this is a dog-eat-dog world. It's real simple. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna give you shit. You gotta go out there and work for it. Well, you need some unity in the community. That's what you need. All right, y'all, I'm out of here, man.